Hello everybody, welcome back. I am TheChornick, and this is my Pokemon anime theory series, and in this episode we're going to discuss and review Pokemon X and Y episode number 55. Yes, now this episode was an episode where Ash caught the Pokemon Goomy. Now this is a kind of a pseudo-legendary Pokemon, and it's been, you know, a pretty long time since Ash catched a Dragon-type Pokemon, so I believe the last time was Gibble. However, he did not evolve Gibble all the way to Garchomp. But it is said that this Goomy will evolve all the way to Goodra. So that would be first fully evolved Dragon Pokemon that Ash will actually have. So it's kind of interesting for Ash to finally have this kind of Pokemon. And you know, I think it's really nice and all that. And I'm happy with him catching this Goomy. Also, by the way, we got a brand new intro. Yes, and this intro is pretty darn interesting. It was actually a really good intro. I thought this was the best intro yet. However, I didn't think the song was better. Like, I just didn't really like the song as much, like, as the other songs that we've had for the intro themes and all that. But I didn't think this song was as well done as the other ones. I don't know, like, I just like the other upbeater songs, I guess you could say. But I didn't really enjoy the song. Perhaps I have to give it some time before I actually start enjoying it or liking it, I should say. But for me, the song didn't really go along with the video as possibly a louder song could have. But anyway, the video part of it I thought was really darn interesting. It was really cool. I thought it was one of the better ones showcased. Now, for this, we've showcased in this video was Goomy fully evolving, so they kind of like hinted at that and showed that Goomy will fully evolve and all that. They also showcased Clamont looking like a BA on top of a mountain with a lightning strike behind him, so it makes him look all cool and everything. But I like that part. And there's also like a couple other gym leaders, I believe, also showcased, and the rest of the gang and their Pokemon were also showcased in this intro. But it was pretty darn well done, I think, for the intro. It looked pretty cool, but I think they could have made a better song. I don't know, that's just me. I have my opinion. But if you like the song, then, you know, good for you. But like for me, I think they could have done better with the song. I mean, maybe a better song for this good video. That's just my opinion. But anyway, we might talk about the intro later on. I might make a separate video for it. But for now, let's go back to this episode now, shall we? So, I thought this episode was really well done. I thought it was a really good episode. Maybe not my favorite, but it was one of my favorites, I have to say. It was really well done. Not only did Ash catch a new Pokemon, but he was also kind of funny in this episode too, doing all of his like aerobatics or whatever down that hill when he was running to throw Goomy into the lake or whatever. So far the writers have been kind of showing Ash as kind of like more of this aerobatic kind of guy, I guess you could say. And the music that was playing in the background, like while he was running down the cliff, that was actually pretty funny. Like if you listen to the music that went along with it, like I thought that part was pretty funny. And plus the music used in this episode I thought was actually pretty good. You know, completely opposite of what the music was in the intro, but that's just me. But anyway, the music I thought was well used in this episode. Also, Team Rocket was actually pretty funny in this episode also, as they were like imitating Pokemon while they were capturing Goomy and Pikachu. They kind of sat down for a picnic and started imitating Pokemon. That was a pretty funny moment within this episode as well. So this episode had its like fun. It was more of like a humorous episode in my opinion. And you know, but they also had the good action parts in there as well, so which made this episode overall a really good episode. I recommend you go watch it if you haven't. So far, this X and Y series I believe is picking up. I don't think it's winding down like some people think. I believe it is picking up, and here on out, I mean, now we have a Goomy, a pseudo-legendary Pokemon that Ash caught. So, and will evolve eventually all the way. And it's said that that Goomy will actually evolve pretty fast, and he will get to Goodra, you know, just pretty soon. So, probably he's gonna take the longest stage. I say he's probably gonna stay a Goomy the longest, more than his next stage. But then he's gonna finally be a Goodra, shortly after that, shortly after he evolves. So, I believe that, yeah, in time that Goomy will, this whole I think in the nearby future he will be a Goodra, maybe even before the 8th badges, the 8th badges are obtained. So I believe that Ash will still get Goodra before the Pokemon League. That's what I predict. Finally, there's a little backstory for Goomy in which it's like afraid of Pokemon, like certain Pokemon, like fairy types, and it had some sort of backstory where like these Gyarados like destroyed his home or something like that. So we might see more of that in the future. Might see more of his backstory in the future, or might see his home in the future. That's just maybe one of my predictions. I think we might have an episode where we revisit Goomy's land or something like that, in order for Goomy to have some sort of maturity or character development, I guess you can say. But anywho, so Goomy seems kind of weak at the moment, but there was one moment where he just blasted and completely annihilated Team Rocket, like while he was defending Ash, while Ash was kind of defending his Pokemon because they were being confused by Inkay's Psybeam. And Goomy just like jumps up and like defends Ash and like takes all the hits, and then all of a sudden unleashes just fury upon like Inkay and Punkaboo, and then eventually the Team Rocket, and just completely annihilates them. And this shows you the true power of Goomy, and it shows that Goomy's gonna be a really big powerhouse in the future. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. This was a great episode. If you have not seen it yet, go see it. I recommend it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and peace out!